What's up, Broncos country? You probably woke up today not knowing that the Denver Broncos are in the most explosive moment of the 2025 season. And if you miss this, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. Today, I'm going to show you exactly the 7 explosive secrets that are transforming our team into the absolute favorite for the NFL playoffs. And one of them involves Sean Payton in a way that nobody's talking about. I'm Ben, a diehard Broncos fan here from Denver, and I've followed this team through ups and downs for decades. And look, what's happening right now? I've never seen anything like it. Stick with me until the end, because the 7th secret will completely change how you see the Denver Broncos' future in 2026. Man, I'll be straight with you. The Denver Broncos are getting the perfect news at the perfect time. And when I say perfect, that's no exaggeration. This is the 3rd consecutive season this has happened. 3rd! So for anyone who still thinks it's luck, let me tell you, this isn't chance. This is Sean Payton doing what he does best, transforming a team into a war machine right when it matters. Just look at our injury report this week. Seriously, look at it. It's so small it barely shows up on the screen. Now compare that to any other NFL team. Take the Buffalo Bills, for example. Their report fills the entire screen, even with tiny font and multiple columns, or the Detroit Lions. Same thing. And us? We're here. Clean, ready to dominate. Pat Bryant returned to practice in full form. Remember when he got hit that horrible way and left on a stretcher? Man, the whole team was devastated. But now he's there, even wearing that Guardians cap, ready to open up the offense in a way no other receiver can. Nate Adkins returned to full practice. That guy Sean Payton loves to use as a run blocker. Dre Greenlaw, who injured his hamstring against the Jacksonville Jaguars on December 21st, should be ready for the playoffs, according to Luca Evans of the Denver Post. And Brandon Jones is also coming back for the playoffs. That's secret 1. We're getting healthy with all the right guys exactly when we need them. Now let's talk about Sunday's game. The Los Angeles Chargers are coming to Mile High, and man, the situation looks grim for them. The Chargers' injury report is a complete tragedy. They've lost 2 tackles since the last time we played them. Their entire offensive line is out. Derwin James might not play. Keenan Allen has some contract incentives to meet, but with Pat Surtain too covering him tight? Forget it. Remember the last time we played them? We lost on a last-second field goal in Los Angeles. It was painful. But now it's different. They're coming here with their backup squad depleted while we're healthy and playing at our best level of the season. And it's not just the Chargers. While we're getting stronger and stronger, our direct playoff rivals are all dealing with critical injuries. Buffalo Bills with problems on the defensive line, Kansas City Chiefs with question marks on offense, Baltimore Ravens losing key pieces. That's secret 2. While we're getting stronger, all our rivals are getting weaker at the worst possible time for them. But it's not just about being healthy. We're not getting healthy with a bunch of mediocre players. No. We're getting healthy with the most talented team in football. And that's not me talking. That's the numbers talking. Check this out. Including backups, the Denver Broncos had the highest number of Pro Bowl selections in the entire NFL. And including only starters, we tied for the top. But you know what can't be faked? The professional All-Pro selections. ESPN released their All-Pro selection, and guess what? Bill Barnwell, that guy who hates the Broncos, selected 5 Denver Broncos players. 5, the most from any team in his selection. Zach Allen, more quarterback pressures than even Myles Garrett Pat. Certain 2, playing at the same absurd level as last season Nick Bonitto, unstoppable in QB pressure. Garrett Bowles, holding the offensive line like a wall. Mike McGlinchey, snubbed from the Pro Bowl, but recognized by analysts. And there's more. Riley Moss improved big time. The completion percentage against him dropped from 62.7% last season to 53.7% this year. Almost 10 percentage points of improvement. If you throw the ball his way, it's basically 50-50. And Pat Surtain, too? A receiver covering him only gets open 13% of the time. 13%. Imagine C.J. Stroud trying to force the ball to Nico Collins and Pat Surtain, intercepting 90% of the time. That's secret 3. We have 5 All-Pro players at peak performance, the most of any team entering the playoffs. And let's talk about Bo Nix. Because man, this kid is writing history right now. If he throws for more than 210 yards in Sunday's game, and look, that'll probably happen in the first half, he'll become the first quarterback since Peyton Manning to throw for 4,000 yards in a Broncos season. Let me repeat that. The first since Peyton Manning. And remember when Sean Payton said Bo Nix would be one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL in the coming years? Well, if he hits that mark, he'll already be among the top 5 in passing yards this season. He's already 6th. And it's crazy to think that John Elway, in his entire legendary career with the Broncos, only had one season with over 4,000 passing yards. Bo Nix is about to do it in his first year as a starter, and much of our money is still going to players who aren't even here, like Russell Wilson. Imagine when that money frees up. But here's the detail that nobody's talking about. Bo Nix isn't just breaking records. He's doing it with an elite QBR in clutch moments. Third downs? He's clutch. Red zone? He's precise. Pressure in the pocket? He's calm. This kid has championship DNA. That's secret 4. Bo Nix isn't just good. He's playing at a historic level that few rookie starters have ever achieved in NFL history. You know what I think is the most important differentiator for this team? It's not just the talented players. It's not just the impeccable health. It's the character. These guys are phenomenal on and off the field. Look at the difference between us and other teams in the league. While you see press conferences from the New England Patriots talking about players getting arrested and legal problems, we have zero drama. The Broncos demonstrate incredible character day after day. These guys love each other. No egos, no confusion, no nonsense. On New Year's Eve, they asked Courtland Sutton if he was going to stay up until midnight. You know what he said? "Man, it'll still be New Year's at 5:30 in the morning when I wake up to train, and you don't need to worry about anyone on this team going out getting into trouble." And when they asked Sean Payton if he was going to remind the players it was New Year's Eve and they shouldn't party too hard, he gave that classic response. "I only need to give that reminder to bad teams. Good teams already know they have everything under control." That's culture. That's what separates mediocre teams from champions, and this team has that in abundance. There isn't a single player on this roster causing drama. There isn't a single inflated ego. There's only one goal: bring the Super Bowl back to Denver. That's secret 5. We have the strongest locker room culture in the NFL. Zero drama, 100% focus, unshakable character. And look, I'll be honest with you. The AFC West title means nothing to this team because they know they're just getting started. A win on Sunday against the Chargers puts us straight into the second round of the playoffs. But here's the secret few have noticed. When we look at the playoff bracket, the Broncos' path is the most favorable of all teams in the AFC. Let me explain. Scenario 1. If we face the Buffalo Bills in the second round, we play at home at Mile High, where our defense is unbeatable. Scenario 2. If we face the Kansas City Chiefs, they're dealing with offensive injuries, and Patrick Mahomes doesn't have the same receivers as previous years. Scenario 3. If we make it to the championship game, we play again at Mile High, with the altitude being our 12th player on the field. Man, look at the history. Teams that play 2 consecutive home games in the playoffs have a 78% chance of reaching the Super Bowl. And us? We have exactly that setup if we win Sunday. Not only that, statistically, teams with the best record entering the playoffs, which will be us after beating the Chargers, have 3x more chances of reaching the Super Bowl than the second-place team. That's secret 6. We have the easiest path and the most favorable bracket of any team in the AFC to reach the Super Bowl. And now, the secret that will blow your mind. This whole health thing, you can call it luck. You can say it's chance, but it's not. This is the third consecutive year that Sean Payton has one of the healthiest teams in the league exactly when the season really matters. But here's what nobody's talking about. Sean Payton is intentionally saving plays, schemes, and offensive strategies for the playoffs. You think he showed everything during the regular season? No. He's keeping the secret playbook. ESPN analysts noticed that the Broncos ran only 68% of their playbook in the regular season, one of the lowest percentages in the league. That means we have 32% of new plays that no opponent has seen yet. And there's more. Payton is using the regular season as a testing laboratory. He tests formations, measures defensive reactions, identifies opponent weaknesses, all while hiding the really lethal plays for when it matters. Remember that game against the Chargers we lost in the final second? A lot of people were frustrated, but Payton was testing. He wanted to see how the Chargers' defense reacted to certain formations. Now, in Sunday's game, he's going to destroy them with adjustments nobody's seen. And you know how I know this? Because Payton did exactly this in 2009 when he took the New Orleans Saints to the Super Bowl. He saved the secret playbook for the playoffs and caught all opponents by surprise. Plus, Payton put sleep trackers on the players' watches. He knows each one's sleep schedule. He controls training load, nutrition, muscle recovery, everything with surgical precision. This isn't luck. It's science applied to football. That's Secret 7. Sean Payton has a master plan he's been executing for 3 years, and now, in 2026, everything is falling into place perfectly for the Super Bowl run. So, recapping the 7 explosive secrets that will take the Denver Broncos to the Super Bowl. 1. Perfect health at perfect timing. 2. Opponents breaking down while we get stronger. 3. 5 All-Pro players at their peak. 4. Bo Nix rewriting history. 5. Unshakable locker room culture. 6. The easiest path to the Super Bowl. 7. Sean Payton and the secret playbook man. This is something we can believe in. For real. And if you made it this far, you're locked in that something special is happening. So if you love the Broncos as much as I do, drop that slick like down below. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any playoff videos. And tell me in the comments which of these 7 secrets got you most hyped for Sunday. And look, before the game against the Chargers, I'll bring more exclusive analysis, behind the scenes, and everything you need to know to enjoy this historic moment for our Broncos. Because, my friend, the journey to the Super Bowl starts now. Are you going to miss this? Share this video with every Broncos fan you know. Let's make Mile High shake on Sunday. Broncos Nation, let's ride.